Sammy, how are you? Hi, Jennifer. Hi, you all. I'm gonna try to post this, but I don't know if I can. Hey, Talisha. I don't know if I can pin that. I don't know if I pinned that or not. Bear with me. Hold on, y'all. There we go. I'm like, where's my music? All right, I have 6 people in the room now. Now that I have my life together. Hello, you all. Welcome to my free weekly live reading, Words with Your Okasan, WWYO. Whether you're new or returning, welcome. My name is Greta Rory, aka Okasan Tarot. And as you can tell, I'm in a good mood for the most part. Talisha has a donation. I'm going to go ahead and do a roll call for anyone who has sent a donation. You all, I see the notifications on my phone, but I don't see the names. So if you could please let me know if you have donated, and if you have donated, also let me know what area you want me to focus on. Sammy is first on my free live list. After Sammy is Jennifer Garcia. After Jennifer is username Love Mia. Hi, welcome. And then we have Champagne C. Okay. Okay, so I did do a poll on Facebook for the deck of choice, and Oracle has won. And I am going to be using the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck by Colette Berry. And I've been using it in my daily readings on Instagram. And I am excited to use it here tonight. Oh, that didn't burn long at all. This is Palo Santo wood, if you all were wondering. This is very good to burn if you want to clear only the bad energy, because sage clears all energy. It clears the bad, but it can take away the good too. And if you are trying to use this on a daily basis, you really don't want to release the good energy that you've built up. So I always recommend burning Palo Santo wood versus sage daily. So okay. Talisha, are you still here? We're going to go ahead and get started. Talisha, let me know if you have a specific area that you want to focus on, or if you wanted a general reading today. And you all, a couple of housekeeping notes. I do use astrology and numerology to help me interpret my card spreads. In addition to the oracle card messages, I'm going to do a yes or no question with the Gypsy World Fortune Telling deck. You can either do 2 out of 3 or the pick a card. I usually do pick a card method, whatever you're led to. Talisha says she's here and she's folding laundry. Did you want a general message, or do you have a specific question that you want to focus on tonight? You all, I'm here on YouTube, but if you have found me from a different social media platform, please do feel free to share the post for my live feed here. You can't go wrong with free. Okay, Talisha, you have a specific area. What area would you like me to focus on tonight? After Talisha, Talisha's my only donator. Thank you again for your donation at this time. On my free reading list, the first I have is Sammy. After Sammy is Jennifer Garcia, Love, Mia, and Champagne C. I do ask that if you are here for the free reading, that you are present when it is your turn for your reading. Otherwise, I will go on to the next person. But to secure your spot and to focus on a specific area, you may submit a donation of any amount to Square Cash, Okasan's Tarot, or okasanstarot@gmail.com, PayPal. And Talisha, okay, kind of pretty good. Okay, good news. I like good news. Okay, the area of love and family. All right, we can focus there. Philomena, hi, welcome. Oh, hi, Philomena. We don't bring energy of worry to my live feeds. I'm not sure if you're familiar with YouTube, but I really try not to associate myself with the mass chaos that people can have here on the YouTube channel, especially with the trending spiritual wave craze that goes on. So thank you for your concern, Philomena, but we don't bring that energy here. Talisha, love and family. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Talisha, your message is upper world. In this deck, it is the number 59. 9 plus 5 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 is the number for change. And you know, I say it a lot. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable with change. And even with change that we want, that it's something new. So there is a growing pains there. However, this change that is coming to you is something that you have asked for, is what Upper World is saying. It is something that you have manifested in the ethers. It is something that you've been working on over time concerning your family, whether it's attracting this unconditional love, maintaining a stability, creating a new foundation, wherever this is resonating. You have asked for it or even prayed for it, and it is going to be delivered to you. Also, with the message of the world and the number 5, 5 in tarot is the Hierophant card. It is the card of traditions and family. It is the card of long-term commitment as well. So I feel like that is exactly what is coming towards you. Protection message is learn to be adaptable when things seem sticky, or if you feel uncomfortable with this change. You've asked for it, and sometimes when we ask for things, it's not presented, spirit does not present it to us in the form that we are expecting, but it is still the same thing. It's still the same blessing, and you should be grateful for the abundance that is trying to come into your life, because again, you asked for it. So let's do one more message for you, Talisha. I did not hear a protection message for you, so I'll pull another card. Okay, so I've asked for spirit for the blockages coming towards you over the course of the next 2 weeks concerning your love life and family. And we have ghost dance. Talisha, ghost dance is number 22 in this deck. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4. So we seem to be going back in the numbers. As a protection message, this is saying do not go backwards. Remember where you came from and the lessons that you learned over the next 2 weeks. I feel like there may be some triggers, something that will come up in the past that may get you into being in a low vibrational or wanting to react in a low vibrational way is what that message is saying with the number 4, because I hear I ask for protection message first. Low vibrational 4 energy is stubbornness, security in the high vibration, stubbornness, a refusal to let go of something in the low vibration. Ghost dance speaks about our history, our karma in this life, and our past karma as it relates to your love, life, and family. You will be having an opportunity to break those bonds, the karmatic bonds of some restriction that either has been going on in your romantic life, like a pattern, or something that has happened over time within your family. That is happening here. And I see the 4 wands with that number 4. 4 wands is the 1111 card, spiritual ascension and awakening. But the 4 wands is also an energy of celebration and unity and harmony. And in order to have that, you have to learn to adapt to the people that you're allowing into your life. You've asked for this change here, but I do feel like there will be a challenge of letting go or being able to see things from a bigger perspective here, Talisha, with 5 and then going backwards with the number 4. So we'll go ahead and get the Gypsy with fortune telling deck. Talisha, if you could please think of a question in your head where the answer is yes or no, and I will lay 3 cards from my left to my right. Based off the energy of the card, you will know the answer to your question is yes or no. Just type ready in the comments when you have your yes or no question. All right, Talisha is ready. Okay, gonna go ahead and lay 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and choose your card. All right, Talisha, if you chose card number 1, the answer to your question is no. If you chose card number 2, the answer to your question is no. And if you chose card number 3, the answer to your question is yes. If you were expecting the answer to your question to be yes and you chose a no card, it is because there's something that needs to be accomplished first before that no can turn into a yes. The center of your Lenormand reading is the eye. You're being watched or admired here. Either someone that you respect, someone in a position of authority, or someone is learning from you, or either you're being watched by spirit to see how you're going to react to the healing that's coming up with this karma here within ghost dance, because there is a blockage. However, you will be getting through it with the change. It's inevitable. The change is inevitable because you've asked for a blessing, and so a blockage, a challenge needs to be accomplished before that blockage is removed. And when it is, you will get the no turn into a yes. But if you did choose yes, or you were expecting the no to be a no, and that's a good thing, this sword card is saying a new beginning is coming, regardless of which card you chose. It is coming for you, and it is something that you manifested with the message to the upper world. Thank you so much, Talisha, for joining me on my live feed and for your support. As usual, I truly do appreciate you and hope and pray that your message resonates. Oh, you chose the middle card, the no. Okay. You are very welcome. I hope that helps you. Congratulations on your good news. I am so glad that you took the time to enjoy yourself on your vacation, to come back somewhat renewed, and to receive these blessings. This is just the beginning here for you, Talisha, because you have worked for it and you've earned it. So I am going to go ahead. I have finished with my first donator of the night. I'll go ahead and do a roll call here for anyone who has submitted a donation. Donators will have a guaranteed spot, our priority, and I will focus either on a specific question or a specific area for you all tonight in this live feed. This is a free live feed. Donations are not required, but they are appreciated. And I have my free live feed list. And those are just general readings. Earth and Angel, hi, welcome. Earth and Angel, this is a general live feed. If you would like me to answer a specific question or focus on a specific area, such as romance, you can submit a donation of any amount, or we can go ahead and do your free live feed and see what message, what area spirit wants to focus on, and you can take the message as it resonates. Or you can book a free, you can book a private reading, a private booking via my website. I have Sammy. Sammy, are you still here? Sammy is first on my list for my free live feed. I do not have anyone else for my donators tonight. I've been booking a lot of private readings because I'm going to be unavailable for emergency readings this weekend. So that was expected. Okay, Sammy is still here. Wonderful, Sammy. Thank you so much for joining me for my live reading. We'll go ahead and get your general message. I've purchased 3 different microphones in the last 3 live feeds. So if I am too loud or my music's too loud or vice versa, can you please let me know? I don't mind that at all. I actually appreciate it. If you all can't hear me, I don't want to just keep talking and you can't hear or you hear too much. Hi, Philomena. Talisha she donated and was priority. This is also a free live reading. So I was going in the order of the comments that were received, and I have Sammy, who was first. After Sammy is Jennifer Garcia, and then Lovely Amia, Champagne C, and then Earth and Angel. So the only comment I saw from you was your concern about the next 3 days. However, we don't bring that energy here. You may want to book a private reading if you need some more personal counseling from Spirit. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take the energy of Sammy and get your reading. All right, Sammy. The Time Master is your message. In this deck, it's the number 57. 5 plus 7 is 12. In numerology, we go down to the smallest digit, and 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 in numerology is a number for growth and expansion. But in order to grow, you have to be able to get outside of your box. For that, 1, the way you think, your thought process, your mind, and also the way that you perceive asking for and receiving help here with Time Master. This is a message with the number 3 saying that if you ask for help, if you get the courage to ask for help, it will be available for you here. Time Master is a message of divine timing. Everything happens in divine timing, but there are going to be periods of time where you can only do so much, and you either have to rely on things here in the real world, practical matters such as our friends and family, or networking, wherever this is resonating, or your higher power here in Time Master. In the times of delay in the next 2 weeks for this reading, you will need to the delay. I feel like it's coming from a low vibrational 3 energy, and that is when our throat chakra is blocked and we have a fear of communication here. Open up and speak, because I'm beginning to stutter. Either you may have trouble speaking your mind, or someone else will have trouble speaking their mind, or we need to speak to you about something in the next 2 weeks here, and this is a lesson that you need to learn, something that will take you from this 3 energy to the 4, where you'll be in that security energy with Time Master. Let's pull 1 more card for you. Message. Your protection message in this deck is the hummingbird. The hummingbird is the number 26, Sammy. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 is the number for abundance here. And as your abundance and courage, for that matter. And as your protection message, we are looking at the low vibrational energy of the number 8. Low vibrational energy is to have fear of lack, scarcity, inadequacy, or to be afraid to face our fears, a lack of courage here with the number 26 in the message hummingbird. This is saying that if you put your mind to it, you can achieve the things that you want here, even if it's the smallest dream that you have. But you're going to have to be creative and think outside the box with this message. When you have something, a lack of something, either a lack of time, a lack of energy, a lack of money over the course of the next 2 weeks, or the lack of courage to speak your truth here, you will need to focus on what you do have. Instead of looking at your flaws or the flaws of others, focus on the good things. With the number 3, a cooperation is needed in order to achieve the things that you want. And things come in divine timing, and you cannot do things on your own. I heard solo. I was going to say solo dolo, Sammy, but let's not try to be solo dolo in the next 2 weeks. I feel like there are people that want to be in your company, even if it's just to talk, or it's to be resourceful and to help you with something practical like work or something around the house here. Okay, Sammy. I see y'all talking, but I'm not reading. Sammy, if you could please, we're going to go ahead and get you a yes or no question with the Gypsy Witch Fortune Telling Deck. If you could, please think of a question in your head where the answer is yes or no, and I'll lay 3 cards from my left to my right. Based off of the card that you choose, you will know if the answer to your question is yes or no. You don't have to let me know what card that you choose, because I will interpret the energy of all 3, and I'll also read you your message. Philomena, I'm sorry that you're in Discord. It's you know, it's funny that you've come here because the last 2 weeks I was actually bragging about how I have been very grateful to not have to deal with any low vibrational energy here on my channel. And here Spirit is to remind me that there's always someone that's going to need healing, and someone that, you know, if their inner world is messed up, they like to project that on the outside, but it's not welcome here. You are welcome here, Philomena. However, if you're going to be rude to my audience or to me, it's not welcome. But if you would like a message, I have you here on my list, and I'll be glad to guide you. Sammy, do you have your yes or no question? Okay, Sammy has a yes or no question. All right, let me go ahead and lay your cards. Okay, Sammy, I'm going to go ahead and lay 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and choose your card. And you don't have to type which one because I'll read all 3 energies. 1, 2, and 3. All right, Sammy. If you chose card number 1, the answer to your question is yes. If you chose card number 2, the answer to your question is no. And if you chose card number 3, the answer to your question is no. I feel like that your message can have something to do with either your health, the health of your health, or the health of someone that you have an emotional attachment to, your home life, or family. In the center of your spread, we have the tree, we have the child, and then we also have the snake. I feel like that there could be a trigger, either a trigger from the past, something in the childhood memory, or something to do with the family that may come up here with the child and the snake and the tree card. And if you were expecting this answer to be, if you chose a note card and you were expecting the answer to be yes, there's a reason for that, is what I'm saying. I feel like this is supposed to be a no, and that you should not take things for face value, especially over the course of the next 2 weeks in communication. Do not take words, don't just take people for what they say here, is what this is saying. Because I heard that a blocked throat chakra is what I heard. And if you find yourself having a hard time finding courage to speak, citrine is good to carry. And for the throat chakra, I like to recommend blue tiger's eye, because it has the energy of tiger's eye, but the blue color is for the throat chakra. Sammy, thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray your reading resonates. Okay. Champagne and Philomena, everybody, as long as we're in a high vibration, or at least attempting to be, everybody's welcome here on my channel. But you all don't have to argue. I do appreciate your support here. Philomena, Sammy, you're very welcome. Philomena, I'm not sure if you are having some personal issues or something that's causing you to feel a little bit down in the dumps, but you don't have to leave. You are welcome to be here. However, I do expect everyone on my live feed to respect not only me, but the audience as well. So again, I will ask everyone to please be respectful and try not to either instigate or fuel fires here on my live feed. This is my first time having to say that, and I would really appreciate if it were to be my last. I've not had this type of Discord here. I like to have all the high vibes, and we're going to keep it that way. So everyone is welcome. Philomena, no, you do not have to leave. But if we could tone it down a bit in the comments, I really would appreciate that. So I'll go ahead and do a call for my donators. If anyone has submitted a donation of any amount, please do let me know, and I will ensure that you are priority. We will also either do a specific area or a specific question in regard to your message. Champagne thing. I know. I know. And I appreciate. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, okay, Lamina, awesome. We'll go ahead. We will get your reading, and I do have you on the list, and I'll get you taken care of. So Jennifer Garcia, are you here? Are you still here? I'm sure she's still here. After Jennifer Garcia is username Lovely Amia. After Lovely Amia, I have Champagne, then Earth and Angel, and then Philomena. Thank you all for your patience here on my live feed. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Jennifer is here. All right. Jennifer, let's go ahead and get your general live reading here. When I do my live feed, I ask Spirit for a 2-week energy, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on for you tonight, Jennifer. There we go. Yes. Yes. Jennifer, blessed. Your message is ancient one. Let me get my middle finger out the way. Ancient one is your message. In this deck, it's the number 1. The number 1 is for an initiation. It's a new beginning here. The number 1 card in tarot is the Magician. Magician is Aries energy. Aries could be in your chart or the chart of someone that will play an important influence in your life in the next 2 weeks. But the Ancient Ones is here saying that you're protected by your ancestors and your higher power. You have completed some major karmatic cycle in your life. It's either a soul lesson, it's something from the history and something ingrained in your family has been completed when the Ancient One shows up. I very rarely get this card, and I love this deck, but a lot this deck. Some cards are the energy is very hard to get, especially the high vibrational cards. Like a person really has had to accomplish something when I pull this card. So I want to commend you, Jennifer, on whatever work that you've been putting in. Even if you feel like you've not been receiving the results from my history with using this deck and the energy associated with it, congratulations. You will be receiving some results from this number 1 because you are in a period of manifestation with the number 1 here. Ancient Ones. If you have been waiting to start something new, this is the time. Again, do maybe not rush things. Don't overload yourself with this energy. You may be feeling renewed over the course of the next 2 weeks, be getting some type of motivation, some encouragement. Either you'll get some type of new communication, some news, some information that'll come to you that's going to, and I saw like the flip of a lighter to ignite that in you, to want to do something. Wherever this is resonating here for you, Jennifer. I definitely didn't hear any protection message here. Let's see if we can get one in another card, Jennifer. Yes. Oh my goodness, it is coming. It is coming. This is a manifestation, and you let me tell. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for you, and I'm getting hot. Like, this is the good news. Whatever is happening, thunder is your protection message. It's the number 56. 5 + 6 is 11. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. When ones come in multiple numbers, angel codes, it is saying that it's like a signal saying you're getting closer and closer and closer to this new level here, and you're doing it here, Jennifer, is what this is saying. Take cover is really what I want to say. Take cover, and not to be scared. Although this is a protection message, this is the new beginning. It's almost like, you know how when you want to jump off the diving board and it's all the way at the top and you're at the bottom and you're like, wow, that's really cool. And you get at the top and you're like, man, I don't know if I can do this. That's where you're going to be in the next 2 weeks. Jump off that diving board in the next 2 weeks, Jennifer Garcia, because Spirit is with you. You have accomplished something, and you should be very proud of that, wherever this is resonating. And I feel like that really this is soul work here, inner work, and it's going to vibrate over all areas of your life with these number ones here. In numerology, we do go to the smallest digit, and 1 + 1 is 2. So we have progression in the numbers from 1 to 2, which shows that you will be moving in the right direction. I'm not seeing delays. Despite how you may be feeling right now, even if things aren't working as fast as you think, it is coming with the message thunder here, Jennifer Garcia. Bless it. Bless it. You should be so proud. I'm proud. And let me look at this. I'm saying, hi, Miss Eccentricity Sharonda. Hi, welcome. Jennifer, I am excited, and because you come here a lot, and I know that you've had some challenges there in multiple areas, and you should be proud. I very rarely get this card, even for my own self, Jennifer. Just remember, the only protection message that I hear with the law of manifestation, you are what you manifest. So stay there, stay up here in this high vibration, especially in the next 2 weeks. I'm not seeing too many challenges coming towards you, but if there are some triggers, just, take the high road, because you're there. You're there. So, Jennifer, Musa, I'm here. I'm back. If you could please think of a question in your head where the answer is yes or no, and I will lay 3 cards from my left to my right. Based off of the cards that you choose and the energy, you'll know if the answer to your question is yes or no. Just please type ready in the comments, Jennifer, when you have your yes or no question. Don't be sorry. It's 911, 911, Jennifer. I'm excited for you. Okay, Jennifer's ready. Okay, we'll go ahead and lay your 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and choose your card. And you don't need to let me know in the comments, because I'll interpret all 3 energies. Okay, Jennifer, if you chose card number 1, the answer to your question is no. If you chose card number 2, the answer to your question is no. And if you chose card number 3, the answer to your question is yes. I feel like if you chose a no card and you were expecting the answer to your question to be yes, it's because something better is coming. Whatever you were thinking of, something better is coming. Here is what this is saying. Because I'm freaking out. Thunder and lightning, I kid you not. Thunder and lightning, look at that. It's coming. I feel like that this reading and this message has something to do with either love, romance, or something you have an emotional connection to. Because the center of your reading is the roses. That is love and admiration, unconditional love for the self and for others. And then the final card is the Rider. Something is coming here. The Rider. The card, the Jack of Diamonds. Diamonds deals with our wealth, our wealth of value and a money and material here. Possibly even something affecting your money or a job or occupation, but most definitely it's an emotional attachment to the situation in the next 2 weeks. Thunder and lightning and the number one. You are ready. Trust in yourself over the course of the next 2 weeks with whatever happens, because a new beginning is starting for you, Jennifer Garcia. Wow, that was great. That was amazing. I am so proud of you. Thank you for your patience and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates, because it was very good message. All right, I have 6 people in the room. Hi, you all. I am Brother Roy, aka Constance Tarot. I am going to go ahead and mark Jennifer Garcia off. She was number 2 for my free live feed reading list. Thank you all so much for your patience. I'll go ahead and do a break for a roll call for anyone who has submitted a donation. This is a free live feed. Donations are not required, but they are appreciated. And I want to ensure that you are priority if you have submitted a donation and get a specific area or a specific question for you for this reading. Otherwise, if I don't have any donators tonight, I will move on to my next person on my free general reading list. Hey, Philomena. Jennifer says, I love how you get so excited. I can't wait to see what's coming. I will definitely take cover and take the high road. Thank you and have a lovely night. Absolutely, Jennifer Garcia. I am excited for you too. Please do keep me updated, you all. I can talk to y'all all day, even when we're not here in the live feed. And even if you don't want to order a reading and you just want general guidance or someone to listen to, I am a spiritual guide. I really am not trying to really reach out to the masses like some of the readers here are on YouTube. I like one-on-one counseling. That is my gift, to connect with people on an individual level. So even if you do come here to my live feed, you most definitely can message me about any questions that you have for your readings. I appreciate those connections, actually. So, SD Colin, hi, welcome. Muneka, well, hi. Philomena is still here. Love Leah Mia is also here and is next. I'll go ahead and get your general reading. You guys, thank you so much for your patience. I am doing a maximum of 20 people, but instead of doing my 5 people at a time, I'm going to go ahead and as I go throughout the reading and I see the names, I'm adding them to the list until I hit the 20, including my donators. Again, this is a free live feed. Donations are not required, but they're appreciated. And if you either have to leave or you have a specific question you want me to answer on the live feed, you can submit a donation of any amount. But in the meantime, we're going to take care of Love Leah Mia. Hi, thank you so much for joining me for my free live feed. Let's see what Spirit has for you today. Wow, that felt so good, that shuffle. Wow. Fire is your message, Love Leah Mia. In this deck, it's the number 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 is the number for completion. But in numerology, we go down to the smallest digit, and that is 1. That awkward space in between the completion where you're either coming down, either it was a low vibrational situation and you're recovering energetically, or it was a high vibrational situation, a high vibrational completion, something positive, and you're celebrating, but it doesn't stop there. The road doesn't end there. Once you complete a major lesson, there's always more learning to be had. And fire here is saying to use that energy, the high vibrational energy of fire, to ignite your passions and to do something new here in this new beginning that is coming to you. But we have a 10. So you're kind of still in that space where you feel good or you maybe not feel good, but you don't know what's next here. Even if you don't know what's next for you, wherever this is resonating, you still have to be moving. You still have to walk the fire energy here. Yang energy in the wisdom of the Oracle deck. Wow. In the wisdom of the Oracle deck, the Yang card is the number 1 card as well. 2 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 because I see it. 2 is the second number that I see for you, and 2 is balance. With fire, I'm hearing a protection message, even though this is in this position. Don't get overwhelmed here. Don't get too. No, I don't want to say that. Okay, so you know, when you haven't eaten all day, you go to the grocery store and your eyes are bigger than your stomach, you may have that energy coming to you in the next 2 weeks. Or you can have someone who wants to either partner with you or work with you, lovely Amia, in the next 2 weeks, who is very passionate and maybe too much, maybe grandiose here, or their ideas or thinking is grandiose. Be mindful of being in that energy when you go from the 10 completion to the new beginning and the number 1. Let's see what protection message Spirit has for you. Yes, I completed a karmatic cycle and I kept thinking of the number 2. Bless it, bless it. See, that's why that shuffle, when I shuffle well and it feels good for me, that's how I know I'm picking up the energy is collected in your cards. And when they start sticking or when they get heavy, that's pretty much Spirit saying, okay, you've got all the energy that you need to channel this message. And I feel you. I feel you. And you should be proud of that completion. I'm telling you, completing karmatic cycles, it can be tough, but you come out a better person at the end of the day. All right, so your protection message in this deck is hummingbird. It is the number 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. Wow. Wow. So we go from 1 way to the 8. These are positive numbers. They're stable. A 1 is a stable number and an 8 is a stable number. But in this position, the low vibrational 8 energy is fear of taking risks, and fear of not having enough with that 8. High vibrational 8 energy is abundance, courage, to have enough. The hummingbird, as a protection message, is setting your sights too far. Maybe you, in the next 2 weeks, will either be triggered into obsessive thinking of long range goals here. You can't get way over there until you pass, for step 1. Take your time. In the next 2 weeks, if you feel discouraged with the progress of whatever you're working on in this new beginning, this is saying that you need to set small goals. And then once you accomplish these small goals, not only is that going to boost your morale, but it's going to keep that fire lit. I see the people in the train shoving the coal into the train. That's you shoving that coal into that train here. However, coal just practically, they come from tar, the dead dinosaurs. I think that's what I learned in 5th grade. And we think that it's always going to be there, but it may not always be there. And that is in reference to your energy is what I'm seeing for you, lovely Amia. Be proud of where you've come from. Just do not overdo it in the next 2 weeks, because a hummingbird is positive energy. But if you take on too much, when you have this like Hulk or like this, like I heard like an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. If you're feeling like, remember you are only human, and you may be high off of that spiritual vibe and really not understanding that you're being depleted faster than you think, lovely Amina. So we're going to go ahead and do your yes or no question. Please think of a question in your head where the answer is yes or no, and I will lay 3 cards from my left to my right. Based off of the energy of the cards, you'll know if the answer to your question is yes or no. And I'm going to listen to something else because that's annoying, and it's supposed to be playing the whole thing, but it didn't do that. Okay, lovely Amia says, yes, I'm focusing on taking risks, but staying grounded on where I'm going. Yes, absolutely. And really, when we have made major accomplishments, we do get that high spiritual vibe. But staying grounded and being practical is what's going to save you, especially in the next 2 weeks. And you're already there. I'm just affirming what you already know. So go ahead and type yes or type ready in the comments when you have your yes or no question, and I will lay your cards. Champagne is here and is next. After Champagne, Earth and Angel, and then Philomena, Miss Eccentricity, and then Mineka. All right, lovely Amia is ready. If all the cards came in the size of the Gypsy Witch deck, I'd be so happy. 1, 2, 3. So easy to shuffle. All right, 1, 2, 3 from my left to my right. Go ahead and choose your card. You don't need to let me know which one. I will interpret all energy and give you your Lenormand reading. Okay. Lovely Amia, if you chose card number 1, the answer to your question is yes. If you chose card number 2, the answer to your question is no. And if you chose card number 3, the answer to your question is yes. I feel like even if you chose not card number 2, the answer to your question is yes. And you know what? You know what? Fire. Fire. I kid you not. Do you see this is happening? It is happening. That is why I said I feel you, because your energy is so strong. I am proud of everyone who is here. And that is usually what happens, because Spirit leads you all to me, which means that despite our little disagreement earlier, the love is here. We're all in high vibrations, especially you, lovely Amia. I feel like the answer to your question is yes. Fire is your third card. Your center card is the whip. A call to attention here. Something is calling you to attention to continue to go. That is you gearing up for the next stage in that number 1 energy. The first card you have is the Rider. The last card is the Flames. The Flame is good fortune energy. Something is coming for you here, lovely Amia. Something good is coming. And it could be in the form of some news or a person, some type of communication, but it is coming in the next 2 weeks. If there is some discord with this low vibrational fire energy, lovely Mia, it'll be quickly extinguished. It's because I see smoke. I see smoke, like the dark, after you let a campfire out, the dark smoke. But you know how when you let it out at first, and it starts off dark, and then it kind of goes light. That's what I see. So if there is some discord, especially with, I'm hearing community more than love, maybe family even, or friends. If there's discord there, it'll be quickly nipped in the bud. And you may even be called to be the peacemaker, is what I'm hearing there. And that might be your test. This may be you in whatever you've learned. This is Spirit saying, all right, there you go, get in the ring, show me what you got. Show us what you got, lovely Amia, because you've been working on it and your vibrations are so high. And you're doing it, and you should be proud. Thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray your reading resonates. Oh, a fire sign you left. Yes, you answered my question. All right. I'm waiting on a career. Blessed. You, listen, you got that number 1, manifested. If you believe that it is yours and you claim it, I'm telling you it will happen. Cardology. 7 of Hearts Day, my 7 of Hearts Day, 2 days ago. It's a card of unconditional love in the high vibration. It's betrayal in the low vibration. If you focus on high vibrational energy of unconditional love, it'll happen to you. I'm telling you. People holding the door for me. I had someone find my debit card last week, and this person message me on Facebook and on my business website to ensure I got my card back. I met that person again today. I'm telling you, focus on the high vibration, and this is for everyone, not just Leah here. Focus and claim it, and you will have it. And I know that those statements may seem overrated and cliche, but I would not tell you if it did not happen to me. That's how I guide people through my own experiences. So manifest it, and I will be keeping you in my prayers. Champagne is here. Champagne, let's go ahead and get your reading. Champagne, is this reading for you? You are so very welcome. After Champagne is Earth and Angel, Philomena, Miss Eccentricity, and the Muneka. If anyone has submitted a donation, please do let me know. I have a notification on my phone. I'm not sure if it's a booking or because it's not Square Cash. So I'm not sure if it's a booking or donation. So let me know. Okay, yes, it's for you. Okay, Champagne. Let's see what message Spirit has for you. There we go. Magic Champagne is your card message. In this deck, it's the number 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 is the number for sacrifice, reciprocity, and harmony. Magic here is reminding you of the power of manifestation and the universal law of attraction. This isn't the position of the protection message, but I'm hearing a protection message first. If you feel either now or in the next 2 weeks that you may have either lost your faith or that the things that you're working on you're not getting the equal results with the 6 of Pentacles, reciprocity, try not to be discouraged here. If there's something that you are dreaming for or hoping for, and you're thinking that it's not something that's not attainable or it's so far out there that it's not realistic, you have faith in those dreams. Whether it's you learning, how to do a triathlon, or you having a career that brings you emotional fulfillment and pays your bills, or you having that true life partner in your romantic life. Whatever it is that you want, you have to believe that you are deserving of it before you can have it. And when we lose our faith, our light becomes dim. Spirit, sees you, but it won't give it to you because you won't know how to appreciate the blessing when you're in a low vibration. Also, with this message, because it is in the protection spot, it is creation here. Believe in your own personal power that you can create whatever it is that you want. But 6, sacrifice and reciprocity. In these 3s, 3, communication, cooperation. 6, reciprocity. You can't do everything by yourself. Not only that, you cannot get things and not let things go. You have to make room. And Spirit, even if you don't want to, sometimes Spirit will remove things from us to make that room. And maybe either now or over the course of the next 2 weeks, that has happened to you, where maybe Spirit has made room for you and you're having a hard time understanding why, and then you may be discouraged. Try not to be. Everything happens for a reason, Champagne. Stay in a high vibration because we're there. We are there. Stay there. Let's see what your protection message is. The lower world, yes. See, this is the number 31 in this deck. 3 plus 1 is 4. This is a protection message. Lower world, losing your faith, to be stuck in low vibrations. Also, the lower world focuses on the practical things. This could be a message related to your work, career, finances, or your home, maybe even family life. Something practical. You can either be they're focusing on a lack of time, a lack of money, a lack of energy, or something that's not going right here on the 2D, and it is blocking the signal and connection you have at therapy, because your vibrations are being low, which means your energy is having to work extra hard to send your messages to spirit, because your light will be dim. Try not to do that in the next 2 weeks, because you may have a trigger that will do that for you, especially if it's related to money or your work life here with the lower world. Number 4, low vibrational number 4 energy is stubbornness, or a refusal to be out of a certain mindset, and it could either be your own self-defeating toxic mindset where you just go in your head and guilt, regret, judging your own self when you're alone in your room and there's no one to talk to and you don't have anything to distract you from the world. Try not to be there. Is what this is saying with the number 4 energy. Champagne. Okay. We also went backwards. We had 6 and then we had 4. Co-creation. 333 is what I see here, because I really want to focus on this 3 energy. Co-creation. You have to work with spirit. Put in that equal work here in the real world, and you'll get it back. You may need to invest in yourself, whether it be buying new clothes, getting your hair did, doing things to make you feel good. If something makes you feel good, something practical that makes you feel good on the inside, do that in the next 2 weeks, and that'll help raise your vibration. Is what I'm hearing. Champagne. Oh, you see, 333 is an angel code to remind you that you're protected by your higher power and spirit guides. That's loud. We're going to go ahead and get your yes or no question. Champagne, if you could please think of a question in your head where the answer is yes or no, and I will lay 3 cards from my left to my right. Based off of the energy of the card, you will know if the answer to your question is yes or no. Type ready in the comments when you have your yes or no question. And I'm just changing it, don't mind me. Champagne says, yes, girl, I never do me. Do you, boo. And sometimes that's what we need to do. And really, sometimes we have this conditioning, either from our childhood or from experiences where we've, received backlash from treating ourselves, either because we regretted it later, because something came up unexpected, something we don't have control over, or maybe someone may have made you feel bad about treating yourself. And now you have this conditioning that, you have to have an ample amount of money before you do anything for yourself. No. Even if you just go and take and walk in the park and enjoy the birds and the bees, knowing good and well that your nose is going to be running and your eyes going to be swelling up in less than an hour, you take that walk. Whatever you need to do, it's not necessarily have to spend money. Whatever increases your self-worth and value. Treat yourself. Take care of yourself. And you're in a year 3. This is a 3 diamonds year, and 3 is the energy of multiples. Go ahead and type ready in the comment when you have your yes or no question, Champagne, and I'll lay your 3 cards. I know I'm rambling. I love talking to y'all. Y'all now. I try to catch myself, but I'm from the South. We say y'all and ain't. You said ready card number 3. I haven't even laid the card yet. 3 cards. You said you want card number 3? How about this? Let me read all 3 energies for you. In case you are led to change your mind from card number 3. Champagne. If you chose card number 1, the answer to your question is yes. If you chose card number 2, the answer to your question is yes. And if you chose card number 3, the answer to your question is no. And I'm not sure. I feel like the answer to your question might be yes. Even if you still want card number 3. The center of your reading is the anchor. Your first card is the lion, and your second card is the mountain. I feel like, Champagne, there's something that you've been carrying for a long time. Something either from the past that you've been carrying, or there may be someone coming to you either with some past history, either wanting to mend bridges, or this trigger that will put you in the energy of the low vibrational 4. And it needs to be resolved, is what this is saying. You asked about a dude. Okay. Yeah. Something needs to be resolved with the lion, the anchor, and the mountain. Something needs to be resolved. And I feel like that the trigger will come within the next 2 weeks here. Be very careful about being in this low vibrational 4 energy of being stubborn or being stuck in a mindset, or be dealing with someone who is stubborn and stuck in a mindset. You started off with the number 6, and this is going backwards. Reciprocity. If something is not giving you an equal return, you really need to assess if it is truly for your highest good. Don't waste your energy wherever this is resonating for you, Champagne. Thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray your reading resonates. All right. Thank you all so much for your patience. These live readings are very similar to the depth that I can get into even in my insight readings, and they can be lengthy than maybe some other readers, and I really don't want to apologize for that, because you all take the time and patience to be here, and I want to deliver to you the message in its entirety. And for that, sometimes I may get a little bit long-winded, and that's that Sagittarius in me. I apologize, but I'm here for you. I want to give you the best message. So thank you for being patient with me, as you always are. Champagne says, yes, you're right. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. You know what to do. You know what to do. I'm just here to affirm these things here, or to reaffirm, that you have the power to do these things. Laura, hi, welcome. Laura, I will go ahead and add you to my free card reading. Earth and Angel. Username Earth and Angel is next. After Earth and Angel is Philomena, Miss Eccentricity, SD colon username, Muneka, and Laura, who is last on my free reading list. This is a free live feed, but if you would like to get a specific area address tonight, or if you have a specific question you want me to answer for you, you may submit a donation of any amount, either to my Square Cash or PayPal, Constance Tarot. It's not required. And I'm not sure if Earth and Angel is still here. Philomena, are you still here? If Earth and Angel comes back throughout the reading, I will most definitely add her back here. But Philomena is here. And you have been very patient. Thank you. Let's go ahead and see what message Spirit has for you. All right, Philomena, thank you so much for your patience. We're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. The smoky mirror. Philomena is your message. And this deck, it's the number 47. 4 plus 7 is 11. 11, 11, spiritual ascension and awakening. Things may not, if there is a delay happening in some area in your life, it's for a reason. It's what smoky mirror is here saying. Everything, there's a bigger picture going on, Philomena, in your life. If there is some delay, wherever this is resonating, you need to wait until the dust clears before taking action with 1111. In numerology, we go down to the smallest digit, and 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 is harmony. Also, choice. You always have a choice in the matter. And with this message, not every action needs a reaction. And now is not the time to be reacting over the course of the next 2 weeks. I feel like you will either get a trigger, or there will be some situation that will come up where you will not know all the information, or you will just take things from face value and be triggered to do something impulsively. I'm seeing the Knight of Swords. Either say something impulsively, more than likely is to say something impulsively, but you need to wait until the dust clears with smoky mirror. Let's see what your protection message is, and see if your number, what other number we get. Also, I'm hearing something else with smoky mirror. I think people can. I'm feeling like you may encounter an energy where someone is trying to pull the rug over your eye. I think that's the same. Pull the rug over your eye, or play you for a fool. Here, be careful. Is what this is saying. Smoky mirror. That you're not getting all the information. Is what this is saying. I feel like this has something to do with people, outside people, maybe work even. Let's see what your next message is. The giveaway. Yes, the change is needed. The giveaway. In this deck, Philomena, it's the number 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 is change. You change. Something needs to be changed here. And with the smoky mirror, I feel like what is coming to you is a lesson that needs to be learned. And whatever it is in the situation, I'm trying to sugarcoat the message here. Look at the people in your life in the next 2 weeks and see that whatever it is that you are either not liking in them or is causing you some confusion is something on the inside that needs to be resolved, that is causing you to see that. Maybe that behavior pattern in the other thing or the other person is really something that you do in yourself. Or maybe if there is some resentment, or if someone has resentment towards you, either for how you are or what you say, and they come at you, and this comes to you, that energy comes to you, that impulsive energy, it is because that it's an envy. I heard envy. Even Philomena, be very careful here. 5, giveaway. To let something go. To be honest. Whatever it is that you want, make sure it is in honest intentions. Whatever you're trying to manifest, make sure it is for your highest good, and make sure that the people that you're involved truly want the best for you with the giveaway, and that people are not half-assing it, and that you're not half-assing yourself. Don't cheat yourself here, is what this is saying. Wait. in the next 2 weeks, Philomena. Take your time and we're making a decision is what this is saying. Because we have 2 and we have a 5. So we have progress in your numbers energetically. You're moving up. And 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 in numerology is spirituality and faith. But the number 7 is also awareness, to pay attention to your intuition here. I feel like, Philomena, that your third eye chakra is blocked with smoky mirror. Amethyst. This is amethyst here, Philomena. You can get it in a tumble, a small stone. Size doesn't matter. In times where you feel like you cannot discern between a green light and a red flag, carry amethyst with you, and it will help you connect better with spirit and your own personal intuition to making the choices that's best for you, especially in the course of the next 2 weeks here, Philomena. Okay, so I really do feel like you will be rewarded for your patience here, is what this is saying. Because the giveaway is like, is a reward. It's an unexpected reward here. But if you have to put in that effort, kind of like when you play the lottery, you can't win the lottery if you never play. And this is the lottery. But in the opposite, you're not asked to play, you're asked to wait here. And that is how you're going to get your reward, Philomena, is what this message is saying. Hey, Lauren, hey, welcome. Lauren, Sex Position and Pedal said, thank you for your reading last week. It was on point. I'm so glad that your reading resonates. And if you would like a message, I'll make sure to add you on my free live feed. But Philomena, we're going to go ahead and continue with your reading with your yes or no question. Please, if you could think in your head a question where the answer is yes or no, and I will lay 3 cards from my left to my right. Based on the energy of the cards, I will you will know the answer to your question is yes or no. And you do not have to let me know which card you choose, because I will interpret all 3 cards in your Lenormand reading. Kimichi Basic says, hi, welcome. Philomena, just type yes in the comments, and when you have your yes or no question, I'll go ahead and add these names. And it is 9:51. I have 7 people in the room. Philomena is next. Earth and Angel I skipped, but if they return, I will take care of them. After Philomena is Miss Eccentricity, SD Colon, Minetta, and then Laura. And then Lauren and Kimchi Bay. I have 7 people in the room. If I have not acknowledged you or called your name for your free reading, please do let me know. If I don't have any new people, as of now, my list is closed. Philomena is ready, has her yes or no question. Let me go ahead and pull your cards. Okay, 1, 2, 3 from my left to right. Go ahead and choose your card. Okay, Philomena, if you chose card number 1, the answer to your question is no. If you chose card number 2, the answer to your question is no. And if you chose card number 3, the answer to your question is no. I feel like the answer to your question is no. And if you were expecting this answer to If you were expecting the answer to your question to be yes, and you chose a no card, it is because of divine timing. Everything is happening in divine timing. Your center card is the star, hope, and divine timing. The first card is the mice, and the second card is the lion. I feel like that you either may have suffered some losses in the past, will be triggered in the next 2 weeks of some loss that you've had in the past. I've seen the 5 of Cup energy, regretting some things even, or someone from the past may come back to you with these regrets. And closure is needed here if you were expecting this answer to be no. All of them are no. Okay. Yes, see, but a healing opportunity is here because Spirit is here with the Star card. Divine protection and guidance is here for you. A lesson is to be learned during this period of patience that you have. And I think that even someone may reach out to you. This energy that I'm getting, someone may come to you with this situation, and your patience and the way that you react to what is that is being brought to you is going to teach you a lesson, and is going to help the people involved as well with the Star card, is what this is saying. A healing opportunity definitely for you, because you have progression. You have progression here, and a change is definitely needed. Just make sure that the people that you're allowing into your life are really want the best for you, and are not trying to either ride on your coattails or just be around as energy vampires, because you definitely don't need that draining your energy. Philomena, thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, and I truly do appreciate your support and pray your reading resonates. Miss Eccentricity, are you still here? Username Earth and Angel. If you are here, please let me know, and we will get you back into the reading. After Miss Eccentricity, again, that's the colon, Lauren over at username Sex, Position, and Petals, and then Kim. You are so very welcome, Philomena. Please do be mindful of being triggered to lowering your vibrations, because your energy is very high. But I do see that there's a karmatic lesson that will be presented to you in the next 2 weeks. I feel that you do very good. It's just that there is going to be some type of trigger there, and that you should be mindful of. And you are so very welcome. Thank you for being patient. And I apologize for skipping you. Okay, Miss Eccentricity is here. Thank you so much for joining me for my live feed. Let's go ahead and get your message. The rainbow. Oh my gosh. I love this card, because this card is a card of a hope here. That a rainbow, rainbows come after a storm, and the end of the storm is near, is what this is saying for you, Miss Eccentricity, with the rainbow. It is the number 41, which equals 5. 5 is change. And with our changes, some changes are welcome, and others maybe not so much, even if it is needed. And what happens is, when we don't take the initiative to make some changes for ourselves, sometimes Spirit does it for us with Tower energy. With the Tower card in Tarot, it's the number 16, which equals 7. The 7 is the number for faith. Having faith in yourself and your higher power is what is getting you through this storm, and why you have the energy of the rainbow here. Have faith that you will get that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and that these are not just children's stories and fairy tales, and that whatever it is that you want, Miss Eccentricity, you can manifest it. But the rain is inevitable here. But when the clouds go away and everything dries, you have that beautiful rainbow. And this could be you emerging into a new sense of self, feeling confident in yourself. That rainbow, that pot of gold, could be you achieving a career goal or some type of accomplishment that you have for yourself. It's getting that romantic partner that you're desiring, or to have those loving friendships, bringing unconditional love that you give away in your life, is what this is saying. with this position, the rainbow and the number 5, you will have to learn how to adapt to the changes in your circumstances. It's teaching you to be tougher, you know, like training. And I never understand this, but you know how we have that love-hate relationship with our personal trainer, and they beat you up, and you feel really sore, but after the soreness goes away when you leave the gym, and you see them squats been paying off in the back of that mirror, and you're like, all right, maybe it wasn't that bad. That's you putting in those squats. You going to the gym and training yourself spiritually and putting in that energy and that hard work here in the 2D and practically as well to get through the energy and the rainbow and the 5 with the changes that you have. Let's see what your protection message is, because I definitely didn't hear anything there, except for maybe the tendency to be discouraged because of the changes that are happening, or the lack thereof that you may be focusing on, especially in the next 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and get your protection message. The Adian cross is the number 2. I feel like as a protection message, you always have a choice here to do something, and you can have balance. But again, 2 also represents duality, like the yin and the yang, understanding when to move and when not to move, and understanding that there's always something to be learned, even in times of difficulty and turmoil, is what this is saying. This message is saying to not miss any opportunities. Like the hole in the center of this cross, you may not have, you know, even if time is unlimited for you, you may miss some opportunities sitting here and waiting, or maybe you're letting time pass you by. I think that's what. Yeah, maybe you're letting time pass you by, and it could be because you're staying in the rain and not understanding that the rain will eventually stop and the sun will come out here, is what this is saying. You have a choice. The choice of what vibrational level that you want to be in, and the choice to see the changes, whether they're welcomed or not, as a punishment or as an opportunity to learn here. Perception, miscentricity is what this is saying. I'm gonna. Because I'm hearing a lot of protection messages. There it is, freedom. Okay, freedom. Your affirmation. I asked Spirit, what is the lesson you need to learn in order to overcome the challenges presented to you in the next 2 weeks? Because even for both positions, I heard protection message for you. Freedom. Your affirmation, Miss Eccentricity, is I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Isn't that what I just said? Isn't that what I just said? You can do this. And they're not just dreams and imaginations. You can make your dreams come true. Freedom, using your imagination. This card is blue. Blue represents throat chakra. And maybe you have a fear of speaking your truth, or fear of judgment for wanting to have this freedom, either a freedom to do what it is that you want, or to freely express your thoughts, or freely express yourself via communication. I feel like that is blocked here. Lapis lazuli. I think I'm saying that right. Lapis lazuli. I'm not saying it right. Send me a message and I promise you I'll get it to you. But it looks like this. This is a good stone to carry to help you unblock your throat chakra, to help you with communication, either to effectively communicate with other people or to voice your concerns with other people, or have freedom of speech even with this card message. Okay. Because Centricity says, oh my God, the freedom to truly express myself is blocked. Yeah, see, it's blocked there. And really invest in yourself and invest in the stone. I'm telling you, I've left food. I will leave my food. I've left change of clothes. I've left shoes. I've left cell phones before I leave my crystals. That's how much they help me. They help me so much. And when I'm telling you, you wouldn't believe it, but these things really help. And if you do carry crystals, not only Miss Centricity, but anybody here on the feed, make sure that you clear them, especially if you have either an argument or if you have a difficult time speaking that day. It's probably because it's soaked up a lot of energy and needs to be cleared. Burn you some wood, and just like this on your stones. Especially in the next 2 weeks. So I've talked enough, but I felt that I needed to pull that card for you, Miss Eccentricity. We'll still get your yes or no question. If you could please think of a question in your head when the answer is yes or no, and I will lay 3 cards from my left to my right. Based off of the energy of the card that you choose, you will know if the answer to your question is yes or no. Aria James, hi, welcome. My free live reading list is now closed. If you would like to get a card message today, you may submit a donation of any amount, either to my Square Cash, 𝑳𝒊𝒌𝒆 Tarot, or PayPal, 𝑳𝒊𝒌𝒆tarot@gmail.com, and I'll ensure that you get a card message. Or you can book a private session via my website. You can send a message to me either on Gmail or on any of the platforms, and we will get you booked. Please type ready in the comments, Miss Eccentricity, when you have your yes or no question. All right, ready. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and choose your card. All right, Miss Eccentricity, if you chose card number 1, the answer to your question is no. If you chose card number 2, the answer to your question is yes. And if you chose card number 3, the answer to your question is no. If you chose a no card and you were expecting the answer to your question to be yes, I feel like that a decision needs to be made here. The center of your reading is the dog. Dog speaks of loyalty to yourself, and a commitment to either a long-range goal or to yourself. Also friendships as well. Maybe you need to ask your friends for help in making this decision. If you were expecting the answer to your question to be yes and you chose a no card. But the final card you have is the clover. The clover in Lenormand is unexpected good luck. So if you were expecting the answer to this question to be yes, you chose no, and it was a regard of receiving something, it is because something is better. And that when you get over maybe even a feeling of disappointment or loss, that's when you're going to be attracting the energy of the better, is what this is saying here for you, Miss Eccentricity. Thank you so much for joining me and for your patience, and I pray that your reading resonates. All right, Mineka is still here, and I'm on a roll. After Mineka is going to be Laura, and then username Sex Position and Petals Lauren if she is still here, and then username Kimchi Faye. Okay. I'm on a roll. You all wanted to interject. I know I only have 5 people in the room, but if you're here now or watching at a later time, Today is April the 11th. I am unavailable for emergency readings beginning tomorrow, April 12th, until April the 14th. I will be posting that on my social media accounts and on my website. But I am still booking all regular card services. Miss Eccentricity says, thank you, everything resonates. Absolutely, you are so welcome. Muneka, let's go ahead and get your free card message. Mini pass. Muneka is your message. In this deck, it's the number 34. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 in numerology is a number for faith. It's also a number of wisdom here. Mini pass in the number 7 speaks of our journey, where our progress and our growth, where we were and where we came from, understanding how we got to where we are now, and being able to have faith in our ability to make the right decisions for our future plans is what this card is saying. With mini paths, maybe there may be some confusion over the course of the next 2 weeks, or you could be presented, with different options in your life. And this could resonate in multiple areas here. But wherever this is resonating, Spirit is asking you to, number one, listen to your intuition with the number 7. If it does not feel right, just because it's presented to you, you do not have to settle for it. If it doesn't feel right, don't take it. But if it does feel right, or if the conditions are good, and you're maybe afraid of something, you are to have faith and embody the energy that the number 7 is bringing to you in the next 2 weeks to go on to this new path here and have courage. Let's see what your protection message is. Also, I'm hearing with the number 7, Muneka, that there could be something that you either have been dealing with for the last 7 days, weeks, or months, maybe even years, that is coming to a closure here, or in a process of closing. Because we have a number 7, we're almost working our way to the number 10, the completion. And that you have different options to take with many paths. If there is a challenge presented to you in the energy of the number 7, Spirit is asking you to do things differently. Don't approach things in the same way that you would. I feel like that you would want to be tested, and that you may be triggered to again to do something that you usually do. Either the situation may be familiar, the people may not be. But people may be different, but the situation or the environment may be familiar, and you're being tested to approach it in a different way. Either look at things from a different perspective, or the resolution that you choose needs to be something different, is what that is saying. Let's see what your protection message is, Muneka. The Earth Keeper is your protection message. In this deck, it's the number 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Ending. See, didn't I tell you? Something is happening. Something is trying to end, because the number 9 is endings here. But high vibrational 9 is wish fulfillment. Is a high vibrational 9 energy to have the things that you want. And I feel like that you may have to step outside of either the standards you set upon yourself or a conditioning that you have in order to get a wish fulfilled, is what this is saying. Many paths in the Earth Keeper. Earth Keeper is in the protection spot, is a focus on the practical here. this message could be related to work, family, or finances, is what this is saying. Stay grounded is what Spirit is telling me. Telling me to encourage you to do, to stay grounded, especially in periods where you feel that you don't have enough. Focusing on the practical matters. When things seem to not go right here in the real world, that's because Spirit is working things out etherically, is what this is saying. I do see some type of delay here, although we have progress in the numbers, because there's a challenge with the number 7. Love this. Okay, love this 7. That I feel like that there is something, a challenge, a test of your boundaries. Because I'm also seeing the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is putting your foot down and establishing your boundaries. Someone may be testing those over the course of the next 2 weeks, and you are being asked to stay grounded and not either focusing on scarcity or do fly off the handle and either give this person the business, or even maybe even feeling like you want to abandon things completely and start new with many paths here. Before you do that, make sure that you have all of the things in order, because I think that there might just be some type of a challenge. But you have progression in your numbers from the 7 to the 9. And 7 plus 9 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. You have to have faith in yourself. Faith that you most definitely can make the right decisions. Even if there has been a pattern of perceived repeated mistakes, it doesn't matter as long as you get there. It doesn't matter how long it takes as long as you get there. 7 also is the card of patience. You probably are being too hard on yourself, or will be triggered about something will trigger you, and you may be wanting to beat yourself up pretty badly in the next 2 weeks, and you're being asked not to with Earthkeeper. Try not to. Your vibration, your energy seems stable right now, but I feel a fluctuation in the next 2 weeks for you. Be creative with many paths and have faith with the number 7. Ending is coming with the number 9. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do your yes or no question with the Gypsy Wish Fortune Telling deck. Muneka, if you could please think of a question in your head where the answer is yes or no, and I will lay 3 cards from my left to my right. Based on the energy of the card, you will know the answer to your question is yes or no, and I will also interpret your Lenormand spread. Type ready in the comments when you have your yes or no question. You all, I have 4 people in the room. After Muneka, I have Laura, and then Sex Position and Petals, Lauren, and then Kimchi Bay. I do ask that you remain here in the room, or at least be present when it is time for your reading, you all. Thank you so much for hanging in with me. I do appreciate your patience. Muneka says, yes, you are always so on point. I love watching you, and yes, I'm very patient, and I need to keep faith. Absolutely. And I think that, it's so easy for us to focus our patience on other people, but we forget to give ourselves that same attention and respect. You are human too. So why, beat yourself up for, if you make a mistake, or, if you just take a bit longer to do something, whether it's to learn something or accomplish something. You wouldn't beat your friends and family up, so why would you beat yourself up, And Muneka is ready. I'm going to go ahead and lay your 3 cards. Okay, going to go ahead and lay your 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and choose your card. All right. Muneka, if you chose card number 1, the answer to your question is no. If you chose card number 2, the answer to your question is yes. And if you chose card number 3, the answer to your question is yes. I feel like the answer to your question is yes. And if you were expecting the answer to this question to be no, I don't know why. Your message is good. At the bottom of your deck is the star, hope, and faith. The center of your reading, Muñeca, is the fish, abundance. For your first card is the swords. It speaks of some type of a conflict or discord here. And the final card is the dog, loyalty. Either conflict with your standards that you set in the past, or maybe even conflict with your allegiances, the people that you have in your life. There may be someone that either is not loyal to you, or you may be disappointed by the actions of another person in the next 2 weeks here. But remember, we all have our human flaws, and the act of forgiveness is needed here. And remember that you have an abundance of unconditional love in your life and support, and that whatever leaves you, whatever is for you will never leave you. And if something or someone leaves, it is because their time is done. And you don't need to be fighting to keep someone in your life. That person, those things need to earn that place, is what this is saying. Muñeca says, I always see the number 11, 11, and 420. What do those numbers mean? 11, 11 is the number for spiritual ascension and awakening. And the number 420 brings in the vibration of the number 4, which is organization and stability. The vibration of the number 2, which is duality and harmony and balance. And the number 0, which is creation, a new beginning. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 0 is 6. The number 6 is sacrifice and reciprocity. Again, you need to, first off, be loyal to yourself. You need to be loyal to yourself, and you should not be sacrificing your standards and your morals to make room for something. That's not how that works. Whatever it is that you want to come into your life is supposed to fit like Legos. It's not supposed to be square peg, round hole, not something that's forced. It needs to be natural. And if you feel like there's something that is going on in your life and you are forcing it, you need to reevaluate what is happening to cause you to feel forced, or if you need to have this thing that you're trying to force to be there, wherever this is resonating for you, Muñeca. But I feel like there's an emotional connection to this reading for you, love or family even. But it is good here. Your message. Ayana, hi, welcome. Bella, hi, welcome. You all. My free live reading has closed. I ended it at 10. I have 2 people left to go. I am not available for emergency reads. I try to do a live feed on Facebook, but I cannot do it this weekend. Thank you for joining me. If you would like to get a card message tonight, you may submit a donation of any amount, and I will ensure that you get your card message after I take care of these people here on the list. Actually, the donation you'd be priority, so I would take care of you first. Or you can feel free to book a more in-depth private session via my website. You can shoot me an email or message on any of my social media accounts, and we will get you booked. Thank you so much for joining me. Muñeca is done. Muñeca, I pray that your reading resonates. Laura is here. Laura, since you are new to my channel, I'll go ahead and ask Spirit concerning your question. But my free live readings are general readings, whatever message Spirit has for you. But since this is your first reading here, we'll go ahead and do your message. SD Cola Muñeca says, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and you are always amazing. Thank you for joining me, and your support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Okay, Israel. Let's see what message Spirit has for you in concerns with this connection that you have with this person. Okay, you need to trust yourself, Laura. I asked Spirit, what message would you have me give to her concerning this person? And you got the seer. When I first bought this deck, this was the very first card I pulled. And at that time, I was in a twin flame relationship and in a period of separation. And this card, the seer, is the number 45. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 is the number for endings. You need to listen to your intuition and you need to trust your gut. And whatever you think, it is right. Whatever you feel, it is right. And you need to trust it. And you should not be doubting yourself concerning the situation. The seer means exactly that. To trust in yourself and listen to your intuition. Spirit will be sending you synchronicities and signs over the course of the next 2 weeks that is going to help you make a decision, because you will be making a decision, or at least coming to a conclusion. The number 9, conclusion, in the next 2 weeks. High vibrational 9 energy is wish fulfillment here, and you can have the things that you wish for if it is for your highest good. And if you ask Spirit for a romantic life partner that will give you unconditional love, and your intuition is saying that's something that you need to listen to, is what this message is saying in the seer card with the number 9. Let's see what your protection message is and see if we can get some other guidance. I feel that Israel is my twin seed, and you know what? And he very well may be, because the first thing Spirit told me, the first thing Spirit reminded me, I saw his face. My twin is what I saw, and that's how Spirit is connecting to me. Spirit is wanting me to know that you probably have a connection like I did with that person, and that there's a lesson that you need to be learned. There's definitely a karmatic bond here with that energy and the seer. Let's see what your protection message is. Oh, that flew out. Many paths. Many paths is the protection message. And the card that flew out is the Rainmaker. So we have many paths. It is the number 34. 3 plus 4 is 7. The Rainmaker. In this deck is the number 42. 4 plus 2 is 6. So in your protection message, and I'm going to take this extra card because it jumped out. Spirit wants me to talk about it. You're going backwards in your energy. I feel like that is what is going to happen, and that there is a lesson hasn't been learned, and that you're repeating a karmatic cycle. And Spirit is asking you to listen to your intuition so that you can move on to the next step in spiritual ascension, because your energy is going backwards here from 7 to 6. Many paths speaks of our differences. You have to accept people for who they are and resist the urge and need or want to change them. Also, the same message is reflects on yourself as well. You need to accept your uniqueness and accept your what you perceive as flaws, and understand that all of these things make you uniquely who you are. And the appreciation that you have for your own personal uniqueness, you find it in other people, is what this is saying. As a protection message, however, many paths speaks of our differences. You may need to come to a conclusion in the next 2 weeks, or at least be working on it to see if this is where you all need to be on different paths. Maybe you're not on the same page and there's a lack of effective communication with the number 7. Someone may even have either a loss of awareness, because 7 is wisdom, a lack of wisdom, a lack of awareness, not listening to your intuition. The Rainmaker for you, Laura, the number 42 is 6. Reciprocity. If you're not getting back what you're giving out, why are you keeping it? Is what this is saying. The rainmaker is an energy of healing, letting the water come down and to heal you. A healing opportunity is there for you concerning this person and the relationship, especially if you feel that they are your twin. However, equal effort has to be put in. And even if you try to overcompensate for that person, energetically, it's not going to work. Your overcompensations are only produced here in the 2D, in this world. Spirit don't care about that. Spirit sees you, but it's not your job. It's the other person's job. And you need to listen to your intuition. If that person ain't going to work, bills got to be paid. Relationships have to be stable. And it's a 100-100 thing, not 50-50. You have to give your all into it. And if something is not doing what you're doing, you don't deserve to have that energy involved in your field, is what this is saying for you, Laura. Laura says, to be honest, I am insecure. I have these issues. Let me pull a card for you. I'm going to ask Spirit, Laura, what's the lesson that you need to learn in order to overcome these challenges presented to you over the course of the next 2 weeks? And then we'll get to your yes or no question. Denial. Laura, I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. Your affirmation, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Your third eye chakra is blocked. Not only is your third eye chakra is blocked, your sacral chakra is clearly blocked, because this card is orange and yellow. Both of those are sacral chakra. That's where we have our courage, our inner Leo energy, our inner fire. To not feel insecure is blocked, and it's blocked big time. Carnelian is my favorite stone to carry for sacral chakra. It's like a deep orange, almost reddish type, and I like it because it can touch on your root chakra too. And our root chakra is our basic survival needs. And if we feel like our basic needs are not being met in love relationships, then it throws everything off center. And that's where you may be now, and especially in the next 2 weeks concerning this person. You need to trust yourself, Laura. I know that you're insecure, but now you need to trust yourself. To protect yourself is what this is saying here. Acknowledge your fears and face them. Listen, the worst that can happen is someone can say no. That's the worst that can happen. But you are going to live. And if you're not getting your needs met with wherever this is resonating, you need to speak up for yourself. And if that person is not willing to meet you halfway, you really do need to reevaluate the situation to find a better solution. Otherwise, this many paths could come into play. But ultimately, remember that number 7 and have faith in yourself and trust your intuition, trust your gut. Even with that blockage here, it's still speaking to you. You just can't interpret the messages clearly with the blockages. Be very careful with that person here, especially in the next 2 weeks for you. Thank you so much for your patience, Laura, and for joining me here on my live feed. Thank you. I appreciate it and hope that your reading resonates. Carnelian. And if I do a reading for anyone and you forget the name of the stone or you want me to email you the details of what it looks like, this is what it looks like. I think I have more than one, I think. It's like red. I don't have good lighting. But it's good. It's good. Okay. Laura says thank you. All right, awesome. So we have sex, position, and petals. Lauren, are you still here? And Kimchi Bay. You all are my last two here on my list tonight. And I have 3 people in the room. Lauren or Kimchi Bay. Again, for whoever is here on my live feed or anyone who joins me at a later time, today is Thursday, April the 11th. I'm not going to be available for emergency readings beginning tomorrow, April 12th, into April the 14th. However, I am still booking all other card services. My current turnaround time is 5 business days, Monday through Friday, for readings. However, you can expect to get readings on the weekends if I'm working. I have 4 people in the room. I am waiting for Sex Position and Petals and Kimchi Bay. This is going to be my last roll call for these 2 usernames for your free card message for tonight. Again, if you could not get the message that you need in this free live feed, please feel free to book a more in-depth private session. Go to my website. That's www.okasanstarot.com. Okasan is OKAASANS tarot.com. And I have 5 people. I have 5 people in the room, but my live feed is closed, and my last 2 people are not here. You all, I usually do try to do a live feed on Facebook on the weekends, but I'm going to be unavailable to do that. I am thinking for you all's inconvenience about doing a giveaway, or a flash sale, or both. Well, it's April. I do a monthly giveaway anyway, so maybe this will be an opportunity for me to do that giveaway, since I'm going to be unavailable this weekend. So I don't have anyone else here on my list. I didn't get my last 2 readings. If you come back at a later time, send me a message. I'll get you a card. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and log off and get to my appointments. And thank you all who stayed, who joined, and everyone that comes at a later date. I truly do appreciate your support. I love what I do, and I love all of you. And clearly, you've been putting in some work today. The readings were awesome and on point tonight. I'm going to go ahead and log off. Wishing you all many blessings of love and light. Have a wonderful, amazing evening and a wonderful weekend if I don't hear from you all. Bye, guys.